나 워싱턴이라고 하네. 약간 내가 했었던 곳이잖아. 아, 겁나 처발리고 있네요. 극혐. 똥. 아, 고르텟 81인데. 헐. 점수차 초극혐. 아, 쉣. 아, 저 TV 소리 또 안 나와.
He can get into the lane and then finish with either hand. So, man, he is tough to stop.
Outside Pierce. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Webster. That one off the back iron and out.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Ross passes to the monster. Rebound. Outside Wall. There's 1:38 left in the first. Webster with it. Lowry picks him up. Webster with the screen for Pierce. DeRozan with the rebound.
Oh, yeah.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Ross with a wide open look.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That one's on target from the wing. Ross has got his first points of the game. 1:12 left in the first. All with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
He was exquisite in that game, Kevin. It wasn't just the scoring, it was the
그래도
passing, too.
시점차야.
And his teammates, you can tell, were just really enjoying playing with him.
Lowry passes to the monster. Outside for Lowry.
아, 쉣.
Stolen by Wall.
안 돼.
Here's the dish to Pierce. Back to Wall. Over to the left wing. And Webster kicks the Wall.
헐.
And the shot
개쩔.
is good. Wall's got 5 now.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Patterson passes to the monster. That's at 5. That's in the short.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
It's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Outside Wall. He kicks it to Webster. Plenty of space. And good.
아, 들어가네, 이게.
Nugs right down through the net. Here's Lowry. Can't get it to go.
아, 너무 털린다.
On. And welcome back. It's Blair. He's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Humphreys comes in for Nene. Pierce is checked in for Beal. And it's Webster in for John Wall. A new group in now for the Raptors. The Monsters checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Hansbrough comes in for Johnson. Terrence Ross is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Williams. So the Raptors 5 right now. The monster, he's in at center. Tyler Hansbrough out with Terrence Ross. Then there's Lowry. And it's Vasquez in at the 2 spot.
Well, I tell you what, that is a lot harder than it appears. You've got to get your body angle just right to shield you from the defense.
And the pass to Hansbrough. Now here's Vasquez. Webster covering. 6 to shoot. Here's Ross. Wants to go for the baseline and nails it. Ross has got his second
12점
bucket of the
차야.
night. 122
인정할 수
left
없어.
to play in the first half.
Terrence Ross, I think, has a chance to be an elite 3-and-D player at the NBA level. His three-point shooting and defense for the uninitiated. Tremendous athleticism and a beautiful stroke make him an entertaining player to watch.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, head coach Dwayne Casey has overseen a surprising turnaround in Toronto. Their record has improved in all 3 seasons under his tenure. DeMar DeRozan said, "Since I've been here, he preaches the same thing. He told us to stick with it, and it worked. Everything came together like he said it would. Gentlemen."
Pound the rock.
이걸 허용시키다니. 득점은 어떻게 안 되네.
And Terrence Ross can make some highlights, Steve, around the rim.
Yeah, so athletic. You'd like to see him get to the line a bit more. I think he has a tendency to settle. But,
오, 3점.
as he is, a pretty efficient scorer.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Webster dishes to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Blair is screen on Lowry. There's Miller with the 3. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
점수가 올라갔다가
6 seconds
깎였다가.
left to play in the first half. Here's Lowry. And
와,
inside, single
들어갔어.
digits. Lowry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the first.
Well, Coach Casey,
All right, we've got some work to do, but it's not too late.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
과연 제가 벤치에 있는 동안
Go time.
오, 7점.
And then
7점 차야. 이 정도면 할 만하지.
For Patrick Patterson. And it's Williams in for Terrence Ross.
여기서 넣어라 일단.
In the backcourt. Gortat is out there with Kevin Seraphin. And it's Pierce in it for
그렇지,
free
그렇지.
throw. That's the group on the floor right now
좋아요,
for
5점
Washington.
차.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. The Raptors third.
You know, some teams live and die by the 3, but it's important to be able to utilize the three-point shot. It's a great weapon in the game of basketball.
좋아,
This
턴오버.
coach has given this team freedom to look at the three-pointers on a regular basis, and they're pretty good at it.
Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the Brooklyn Nets.
Seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Kevin, their offense was clicking, but really.
아니 뭐야, 거기서 뺏기면
That's
어떡해.
ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
And Beal kicks the wall. Pierce wide open. He fires. Here's Seraphin. And they
골텐디.
the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Washington
괜찮았는데.
making some changes.
득점 안
Webster
했잖아.
comes in for Paul Pierce. And Andre Miller is subbed in for Beal. Williams passes to the monster. Into Johnson. And so he draws
뒤에서
the foul on the
저건
shot, but kept
명백히
to the line to
미는
shoot
거다.
two.
Amir Johnson drafted straight out of high school back in 2005.
아, 이걸
Now in his
먹었니?
10th season in the NBA, and he's only entering his prime now.
And you know, I'm all for young players going to college to develop, not only athletically, but socially and personally. But Amir Johnson is an example of a player who came straight out of high school, didn't play a whole lot at first, but has continued to work and has really rounded into a valuable player now.
Wall. Webster, that's for 2. It's rebounded by the Monster. Raptors trailed by 6. Left side Williams from outside the arc. Courtside with the rebound. And Amir Johnson, quietly one of the Raptors' best players. Steve, a very good player at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, he's a plus-minus stud for this team. He's a high-percentage scorer who also defends at a very high level. So this is a good two-way player.
Webster dishes to Miller. 4 on the clock. From 15 feet away.
아 뭐야.
Seraphin's got his third bucket
겁나
of the
어이없네.
night. 1:10 left in the third. Ball against Flower. Dishes to Williams. Back to Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
아 다행이다.
Chris Humphries has checked in for Gortat.
난 벤치네. 아 9점 차로 벌어나.
Clark, they're in good position here to ride it
이건
out.
Yeah,
졌다.
they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
So the Raptors 5 right now. The Monster in its center. Williams is out there with Vasquez. And there's Landry Fields. And it's Hansbrough in at the 4 shot. Raptors have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively.
B 마이너스라도 제발.
Hansbrough is screen on Wall. Shot off the pick. Bullseye.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's the Wizards with the W. They pulled off this.
아 시플 극혐. 아... 뭐야 왜 이렇게 부정적인 반응이야. 근데 플스4 버전만 얼굴 캡처 되는 것 같아요. 이건 얼굴 캡처 없던데. 그 플스4용 캠으로 뭐 따로 해야 되나 봐요. 내 입냄새 무슨 냄새인데요? 맞추면은 내가 인정할게. 아, 또 뉴스소리 또 안 나와. 코멘터리.
Presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin Harlan. You can feel the energy. Just checked in for Toronto. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee.
동점이야?
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Up front, it's Henson and Sanders. Knight and Mayo man in the
들어가네.
backcourt. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position.
The entire defense was frozen footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Well, hockey rules supreme here in Canada, but you got to respect these diehard Raptor fans. Even through the losing years, they've shown their support.
The monster. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
See some of the numbers here for DeMar DeRozan. Solid year underway for him. He's getting around 20 points per game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. If it was an average player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were spectacular.
오케이,
Yeah,
들어갔어.
simply run of the mill.
And how much does that tell you about the talent he has? I mean, when the spectacular passes is average, that speaks volumes.
Knight kicks to Sanders. And the
아,
shot is good.
쉣. 점수 다
They're really
깎임.
doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Outside Lowry. Got a piece of it. Down low. Here's the monster. That
이거죠.
falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid fire offense early.
Now, here is Knight. He had 10 points in the win against Portland.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the ball, just racking up the assists.
Pass to the monster. Outside Williams. Passes it to the monster. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Stolen by Henson. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Over the last month, let's see
뭐야,
how the Toronto
어떻게 된 거야?
Raptors fared in the NBA ranking. Second in
점수가
fewest
왔다 갔다 해.
turnovers per game. Second in opponent shooting percentage. You know, they also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
And Clark, you know, when you commit so few turnovers, it's key because you become a much better offensive team. You're constantly getting looks at the basket, and your defense isn't vulnerable either because you're able to get back
뭐야?
in transition so much easier.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break.
뭐야, 방금 우리 팀?
Kicks it to Middleton. And here is Knight. He's got 7. Henson sets a screen for Knight. Henson with it. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from 14. Tries again. The shot's good from Henson.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives
똑똑하네.
in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Lowry passes to Patterson. Dishes it to DeRozan. Back to
패스
Patterson.
달라고.
The shot
오,
goes down and
들어갔어.
gets this game back
어,
to even.
동점.
Patterson's got his 3rd bucket of the night. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Sanders. Knight against Lowry. Now Knight, averaging 14 points a game. Shot by Mayo is no good.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can
나
feel it.
그만
Yeah,
뛰어다녀야겠다.
it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Second shot opportunity. A shot by Knight, no good.
Nobody anywhere.
제
close
팀이요?
to him.
토론토
Where's the defense?
랩터스요.
Gotta make that shot though.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses, Clark, are clicking. On. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start this. Lowry comes in for DeMar DeRozan, and then for Milwaukee. Henson's checked in for Sanders.
이거
Chris Middleton comes
랩터스
in for Antetokounmpo, and
홈
Knight subbed in for Jared
유니폼
Dudley.
보면 더
The monster.
강백호
He's in
같을걸요?
at center. Ross and Johnson there, the forwards. Vasquez out there with Lowry. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. The monster pass.
Oh, shit!
And it's the Bucks on the break. Knight's running. He kicks it to Middleton. Parker outside. The dish tonight. Takes the three. No good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And one of the factors in that game was they just couldn't get to the foul line and get enough points from the free throw line to make a difference.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot
퇴출이라뇨.
off the rim. They were letting
내가
them hear
지금
about that.
And some changes here for the
4포인트에
Raptors.
리바운드 3번
Comes in
했어요.
for Johnson. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Vasquez. O.J. Mayo is checked in for the Bucks.
Grievous Vasquez, a 6'6" point guard out of Venezuela by way of the University of Maryland, is really a good passer and playmaker. Plays with a swagger and moxie that you love to see. You know, a couple seasons back, this guy averaged 9 assists a game.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Kevin, there's no doubting a tumultuous offseason for Jason Kidd. After what some say was a failed power play in Brooklyn, he moved on to coach Milwaukee. The Bucks with a less established roster, but Kidd got a bump in pay and may have a larger say on personnel. A surprising move, but he seems genuinely excited about guiding this young roster. Kevin, over to you.
He said it's not about the market, it's
그렇지.
about the opportunity. We'll see how it goes. Thanks, Doris. And Vasquez with great size, Steve, for the point guard position.
Not an elite athlete,
뭐야?
so he sometimes lacks the quickness to guard opposing point guards, but his height, his strength, and his grit and anticipation makes him really a viable option against a lot of different matchups in the league.
Here's Lowry. Got it
역시
from 16
라우리.
feet. Lowry's got the lead up to 1 now for the Raptors. Guys back and forth this first half.
기본 시점이 뭐예요?
changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
기본 시점이 뭔지 몰라.
Back and forth game all the way, guys.
이게
The way
기본
it's
시점
being
아니에요?
played. This is fun to watch.
Henson sets a screen for Knight. The
헐,
basket
들어가네.
drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
And he's got his
에이,
first chance at
들어간.
the line here.
이런.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line with his percentage currently about 79.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
Lowry dishes to Ross. Left side Lowry. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Lowry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
아, 동점이네.
It's all tied in Toronto. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
아, 문신 간지난다. 목에 거미, 팔뚝에 거미줄.
All right, guys. I want to go over some things before we get back out there. Our movement off the ball has been
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one. And the Raptors with some changes.
오케이, 이기고 있다.
Amir Johnson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Hansborough's coming for Patrick Patterson.
그건 모르겠어요.
And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Milwaukee, Chris Middleton's checked in for John Henson.
애들끼리 팀 이동되는지는 모르겠네. 나는 팀 이동이 가능할걸요.
For O.J. Mayo. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Chris Middleton is out there with.
오케이, 잘했어.
Then there's Nate Walters. Then there's Brandon Knight, and it's Sanders in at the 5 spot. Some changes for Toronto. The Monsters checked in for Hansbrough, and Terrence Ross is subbed in for Williams. Raptors leading by 6. .156 left in the third quarter. Johnson kicks to Vasquez. Raptors moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. And DeRozan. Here we go. The monster passes to Johnson.
아니, 그걸 못 넣으면 어떡해. 내가 골 타이밍 놓쳤는데. 아, 그냥 내가 써야 됐는데. 타이밍을 실수로 놓쳤어.
Knight on the wing.
뭐야, 점프볼? 아, 턴오버야? 아니구나.
So it's Toronto now.
오케이.
Toronto, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Vasquez with it, right now averaging 7 points a game. The monster passes to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to
그렇지.
go. Johnson's got 9. Bucks trail by 8. 50 seconds left to play here in the third. Knight on the wing. He dishes it to Walters. The 11-footer. Here's Sanders. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here.
점수 엄청 벌어졌네. 아, 밀워키 완전
the fourth quarter of this one.
개똥팀이구만.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. And I think it can be considered a statement win for Toronto.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the block, and that definitely changed the momentum in this.
아,
And so
나.
taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
짜증.
Finally, some bragging rights in this season series. Tonight's win is going to finish them off at 1 victory
네,
against 2
B- 다
losses for the
깎았어.
year against the Bucks.
Fields and Ross make up the perimeter. The monster out there with Tyler Hansbrough, and it's Vasquez in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
And a terrific
아,
run to really
또
put this
C불로
ball game
만족해야
away.
되네.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. He had a nice open look right there. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock.
시간
And
끌기
so Toronto
소름.
takes this one, but by a big margin. How much to be critical of with this win, Clark?
Kyle, congratulations.
게임 하나 남았네. 브루클린이네. 아 잠깐만, 옵션 자꾸 왜 세팅이 왜 저장이 안 되죠?
In the booth as always with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. You know, Clark, it's got to be a relief to see Brooke Lopez back in uniform.
스프라이트 샤워가 있잖아.
Yeah, and the fan.
Is checked in for Valanciunas. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter.
You know, one of the things the Nets did last year that was pretty impressive, they found value in a number of players who had been overlooked by other teams.
아, 저게 들어가네.
And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Deron Williams and Joe Johnson at the 1 and 2. Bogdanovich out there with Garnett, and it's Plumlee in at the center filling out the middle. And it's
아,
Lowry penetrating.
공간
He
창출
got
쩔었다.
the cup using that screen. Lowry's got 7 points in the game. With the Nets, they did make strong role players out of guys that Steve didn't seem to be on anyone's radar.
Well, it gave them a lot of flexibility over the summer in terms of what they wanted to do personnel-wise. You can never discount how much that can shape the future of a franchise.
Plumlee, good.
아,
Great play
그냥
by
들어가네.
Williams to set it up.
이거 오버롤
Plumlee's
차인가?
got his second bucket of the night.
How about the first quarter for him at the offensive end? He's really had the touch going.
Here's the pick. Lowry passes to the monster. Terrific
이거죠.
design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
That's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Bogdanovich. Garnett, the screen. Just 5 on the clock. It's up a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Plumlee.
아,
Plumlee's got 6. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against Milwaukee.
And they were so proficient in that game offensively, guys. Their passing was dynamic, shot making,
오,
really
3점.
good flow to their offense.
아니,
Well, they played a
당연히
very
들어갈 거라
intelligent game
뒤로
of
뺐는데
basketball, Steve, and those two
안
things go
들어가다니.
hand in hand.
Williams with the ball. Lowry picks him up. And out of bounds as Toronto gains
Oh,
possession.
yeah.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, thanks.
제가
I was able to talk with
워싱턴
Lonzo
파워포워드
for just
하다가 조널이 부상당해서 그 이후로 이 게임이 하고 싶지 않아가지고 센터로 다시 키우길 잘했다는 생각도 들어요. 이게 안 들어가?
Doris, thank you. And not surprising that shooting the ball well, an aspect of the game Coach wants his team to adhere to.
Well, everybody always wants to shoot
좋아,
the ball,
좋아.
Kevin. I mean, that's pretty obvious. The key is getting yourself in position to do so. You
저
gotta
매우
move the
웃기다고요?
ball, move your body, make sharp
아, 님 채팅창 보다가
Well, Steve, you've just laid
점수
out
졸라
how
깎-
you need to get to good shots and the importance of good shot selection. It's really essential to being able to play a balanced game and an effective game. Deron Williams has really good size and strength at the point guard spot. And once he gets a step on a guy, it's hard to push him off his line.
And DeRozan, here we go.
들어가지.
12-footer and hits.
The lead changes hands once again. There has been no separation between these two teams tonight.
What an intriguing basketball game, that's for sure.
Teague kicks to Lopez. Lopez a screen. Anderson dishes to Lopez.
뭐야, 패스였어.
Great D that
오케이.
No excuses there. Got a really good look.
들어가, 놔줘.
We say
아니, 이때 파울이.
is excellent, the result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Raptors in the city of Toronto set to host the All-Star Game in 2016. Has already contributed $500,000 to help host the event.
Well, you know, the city is one of the great cities in the world.
그렇죠.
They're excited. That city's excited to showcase itself as an entertainment destination, and for the NBA, a chance to make further inroads in the hockey-obsessed country of Canada.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. Anderson can't get it to go. Raptors leading by 3.
뒤에 랩터 봐.
Ross passes to Johnson. Here's the monster. And it's going to be
또
2 free
파울이야?
throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
아,
Good from
좋아요.
the monster. And here is Williams. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Clippers.
And don't forget, guys, his playmaking was sensational. I mean, he saw the floor, making the game so easy for his teammates.
Here's the monster. no good.
에이 아깝다. 들어갔으면 참
And
좋았을
so
텐데.
the first quarter wraps up without too much action on the scoreboard. The Raptors out in front, leading by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And the first quarter group in now for
잘
the
이기고 있겠지?
The Monsters checked in.
어,
for
좋아,
Jonas
좋아.
Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Amir Johnson. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Ross. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Vasquez. And then for Brooklyn, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Bogdanovich comes in for Johnson.
굿샷이었는데
Darren Williams is subbed in for
좀
Marcus
폼이
T.
이상했다.
The Monster in its center. Lowry and Williams, the guards. Patrick Patterson is out there with DeRozan. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Vicious to Plumlee. Shot clock at 6. And here's Anderson from the arc.
오 뭐야 3점
So hard to
들어갔어.
try to play defense with the heightened mismatch out there that's on the perimeter, and they gave up the three-pointer.
Lowry against Williams. Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 9 points for Kyle Lowry.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Lopez sets a screen for Williams. And Anderson has it in the corner. He feeds it to Lopez. A fadeaway. Toronto grabs the
안
miss.
되지.
The Monsters got his 4th rebound in this one.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys.
아 저걸 못
them
넣으면
down
어떡해.
low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
Williams with the ball. Williams picks him up. Williams kicks to Bogdanovich. 3-pointer. Rebound by Kyle Lowry.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
DeRozan passes to the Monster. Back to DeRozan. The outside leaner misses off the right eye.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Williams kicks to Plumlee. And
오
stolen by Patterson.
스틸 쩔었다. 덩크지? 아니네 그냥
Williams gets it to
레이업하네.
go on the assist by Patterson. Williams has got his
나였다면
second basket of the
덩크인데.
night.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
아 이 쿼터도 아주 깔끔하네.
And so we can
Thanks, Cap. Coach.
Okay, eyes up front, guys. Our fans are
이거
really
하다가
like-
이 게임 하다가 중간에 포지션도 바꿀 수
Kyle
있나요?
Lowry has just been sensational.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for
박공리?
himself.
Some changes for Toronto. Johnson, he's checked in for Patterson. Ross comes in for Lou Williams. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Brooklyn, Mirza Teletovic comes
아,
in
그래요?
for Plumlee. And
못
it's Teague
봤구나.
in for
아 다시
Bogdanovich.
파포로 하는 것도
So
나쁘진
for
않을 것
Brooklyn
같은데.
now, Mirza Teletovic out there with Garnett. Then it's Marcus Teague. Then it's Johnson. It's Williams at 2 guard. The Monsters checked in
따로
for
포지션
Toronto.
바꿔달라 그런 게 없나?
Lopez, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Valanciunas, a young big man with some
야, 뭐야,
offensive
뭐야.
promise. He can score on the left block. He's developing a nice touch from mid-range. Very intriguing player with that size and skill set.
Well,
Ah,
pass,
shit.
and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And it's 8 points
그래요?
for Kevin
없어요?
Garnett.
에이
That's really
아쉽네.
told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference. And
와
with the
슬램덩크
stop.
쩔었다.
Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
Williams dishes to Garnett. Fires from the line. It's rebounded by the Monster. The Monster's got his 5th rebound right now. in the
그러면 이거
game.
한 캐릭터에 쓴 비트코인은 새로 키울 때 안 돼요? 아니면 딜트하면은 다시 비트코인
And you catch
안 들어오나?
and not only good passes, but can you catch bad ones and finish around the rim? You can do all of that.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Boy, they look helpless
안 됨?
defensively.
헐, 겁나 잔인하네.
Brooklyn's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
헐. 그럼 이것만 평생 키워야겠네. 내 5,000원이 아까워서라도.
It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 6 assists now in the game.
He is really hard
아,
to guard.
5까지는
I mean, that's
킵돼.
about
아,
all you
문신이나
can ask for
5까지는
the
당연히
defense out
킵돼야지.
Here's Vasquez. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Shot is off.
아, 파프로 그냥 다시 할까?
43 seconds left in the third. Here's Teletovic, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Great assist there. Led him to the perfect spot.
Raptors leading by 21.
센터 뭔가 파포보다 더 재미가 없어.
Now here's Vasquez. Inside. Here's the monster.
보셨습니까?
Goes jamming that one home.
You gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
개쩔었네.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Williams passes to Teletovic.
은퇴하면 준다고? 그러면
Shot off the screen.
은퇴시킬까?
Scoring again.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top.
그러니까
of the
좀
screen.
재미가 더 떨어지는 것 같아. 파포가 훨씬 나았던 것 같은데.
Brooklyn with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And Kevin, I really liked how they came right at them in that game, determined to attack the hoop.
And when that strategy didn't lead to layups, Steve, they usually wound up at the free throw line, and they shot very well when they got there.
And as we conclude the and now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight. Whole new group. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Bogdanovich. Fields and Ross make up the perimeter. Tyler Hansbrough out there with the monster, and it's Vasquez in at the 1 spot. It's the 5 out there for the Raptors. They set the pick. There's the pass to the monster. It's Fields on the wing. Pass to Vasquez. And so
아,
takes
B
this
받고 싶었는데.
by a big margin.
슛
Sundays
쏘지.
park, everything
어시
goes
받으려
right for
했는데.
a team, and
봄봄봄봄 10일 계약 연장이요. 와, 야 간지 쩔어. 룩달 쩔.
Come on. Who died? Look a little nervous.
Well, I heard it's never a good thing to be called into the GM's office, especially the day your 10-day contract is up. So if you're gonna release me, I would just appreciate it if you did it quickly.
I'm gonna be brutally honest, kid.
아,
You
그래요?
haven't done enough to secure a regular roster spot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, wait. You have done enough to secure another 10-day contract, though.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you another shot to prove you belong in this league permanently, huh?
Hey, you won't regret it either. I'm gonna make it awfully hard for you to let me go.
I hope so. Look, a contract's on my secretary's desk. You go sign that
아,
on your way
덩치
out.
진짜 크다.
Get out of here.
All right.
얼굴 함몰. 오신 분들 추천하고 즐겨찾기 한 번씩 눌러주시면 감사하겠습니다. 메인 제 방송국에 있는 메인에 있는 오피컴 배너도 한 번씩 눌러주시고요. 유튜브도 구독 많이 해주시고 웹하드 쿠폰도 많이 이용해주세요. 네. 와, 여기 어디야? 목소리가 바로크품이라는 거 뭐지? 바로크품이라는 것도 있어요? 뭐 미술 예술 양식의 바로크 양식이에요? 아, 왜 저장이 안 되냐 이거?
For the Raptors,
아,
happy to be
홈이야.
here in Toronto right now in the midst of a night. Vasquez, he's checked in for Toronto. Here's Paul.
이기고 있네.
9 points last game.
Well, this last season was the Clippers' 30th in Los Angeles, and for a team that's long played in the Lakers' shadow,
네, PC
second season in
버전이에요.
a row, the Clippers were the best team in LA.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. CP3 and Jamal Crawford make
아,
the
그래요?
bet.
아,
And
경기
it's
이후에
Barnes
세팅을
at the three
바꿔야겠구나.
spot. And the Monsters sub in for Toronto. And we saw him out here a while back. Had to fight to get his shot, but he impressed the team enough to get another 10-day contract.
Well, you know, you have to take it a step at a time if you're in his situation. And as much as he'd like to start celebrating, he needs to keep his focus and continue to find ways to help this team out.
And foul
아,
calls. He misses
와,
the goal line
파울
to shoot two.
소름.
And for the Clippers, in their 30 years in LA, folks, only 6 times have they finished the regular season with a better winning percentage than the Lakers.
오케이.
Man, it's been domination by the Lakers out there in LA land. So Clipper fans are hoping that this is a sign of things to come going forward for their team, the Clippers.
헐, 님, 인수등 쓰지 마세요. 극혐이.
Well, his old high school coach is here in the stands to watch him play today.
Well, Kevin, you know, it's always nice to see a familiar face when you're in the NBA. And no matter how many gases your former coach had you run while you were a sophomore in high school, still good to see his face.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that.
아,
That's your
깃털
only option.
극혐.
I think you got to foul him, and free throws are better than a layup.
And guys, for the Clippers, acquiring coach Doc Rivers from the Celtics in exchange for a draft pick. In Boston, he'd been the second longest tenured coach in the league after Greg Popovich.
You know, but rather than rebuild, I think he
좋아,
wanted to go
좋아.
for another ring in LA. He's got a lot of
나가.
authority and final say on personnel decisions. So Doc has really put his stamp on this team.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, I had a chance to speak with head coach Doc Rivers, and he said a big factor in this game will be how well they're able to handle Kyle Lowry. He admitted being a fan of his game, saying he's a tough athletic guard who really competes. Defense, rebounding, attack the paint, he'll take it to you. We've got to be ready to match his motor and his aggressiveness. Kevin, are they up to it?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Outside DeRozan. 3 on the clock. That's good from 17 feet away. DeRozan's
아,
got
어씨 안
9
주네.
points.
Defensively, this team is just giving up way too many open looks.
You're exactly right. And to battle back, they've got to shore that defense up, Steve.
Griffin sets the screen for
뭐야, 노마크.
and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
Hasn't been the hot start he's wanted here. I mean, he's got a few to fall, but doesn't seem on target most of the time he fires.
Lowry with the ball. Chris Paul covering. The drive by Lowry. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
The Raptors making a switch here. Ross is checked in, and then for Los Angeles, Spencer Hawes is checked in for Jordan. Davis comes in for Blake Griffin.
네,
And it's
꿀텐디.
Farmar in for Paul. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. They set the pick. Farmar passes it to Hawes. Poke loose. And here we go with DeRozan.
가세요, 들어오자.
And
아,
a
왜 또
foul call on
파울이야.
the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And what a game for DeRozan. Already up to 9 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
Well, that's important, Clark. I mean, he's conscious of the fact that moving the ball around gets the defense to move, it forces them to work, and it creates a better offensive flow for his own team.
He's off on the second.
DeMar DeRozan is starting to piece it together. I mean,
아 진짜 후보일 땐
you see
게임
him up in
비벼지면
his
정말
scoring
극혐이에요.
average. He's shooting it better. He's passing the ball with more confidence.
로드 오브 더
He's
플랜이
becoming more
뭐예요?
efficient. You know, after a big extension from the Raptors, I think they've got to be pleased with his progress.
Here's Farmar, and it's good.
아,
He
들어가네.
planted his feet on the pick and shield the defender off.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
And here's Vasquez. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
They've made one
더블
basket
더블이
after
뭐예요?
another
뭐
since
더블
getting this game
더블
started,
클러치?
and you wonder, is the blowout
그런 거
in
몰라요.
store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
The first quarter concludes.
Tune in.
10득점 10리바우드.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for more time. The Monsters checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Hansbrough comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's
그건 안 될 것
DeRozan
같은데.
for
저
Big
저
group
시간
substitution here for the Clippers.
거의 후보여서 코트에 있는 시간도 거의 없어요.
Griffin comes in for Davis. Barnes, who's checked in for J.J. Redick.
코트에 있는
And
시간도
it's Paul
없는데.
in for Jordan Farmar. And the Clippers,
그건 안 될 듯.
looking at who they've got, Crawford and Barnes filling out the wing. Blake Griffin
뭐야,
down low,
스틸이야?
DeAndre Jordan, and it's Paul in at the point guard position. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
And a moment now to check out the lowdown on the numbers for Chris Paul.
아, 그냥 포워드로 다시 키울까?
For him. You see where he stands. He's around 18 points per game, 11 assists, and just over 2 steals. And those are tremendous assist totals. You don't even need the numbers really to see just how confident he is with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, that's really accurate, Steve. I mean, he is loving
저
playing the
개인기
quarterback.
별로 안 좋아요.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
아, 역시 난 파워 포워드 하는 게 나을 것 같아.
Second, he got around the pick and shook his man.
끄기가 안 돼. 강제로 꺼. 아, 뭔가 지루하네 센터. 안 되겠다. 역시 난 파워 포워드가 어울리는 것 같아. 재출발 파워 포워드. 센터는 너무 느낌 이상해. 그러니까 공 잡을 기회도 없어. 기성용? 기성용이 왜요? 기성용은 그거 아니에요? 네가 하던가. 제가 남자냐고요? 아닌데요? 잠깐만, 그러면은 이거 삭제시키면 어떻게 되나?
Hey guys, I hope that you are looking forward to this season of NBA 2K TV. And in our debut episode, I'll be chatting with our cover player, Kevin Durant.
This game is for real, man. I mean, it's real life.
Giving you a little inside
이
information
은퇴시킬 순 없어요?
this year the stakes have been raised. And also giving you some shooting tips.
경기가 끝나야 은퇴가 되나?
One of LeBron's favorite shots I see this all the time is a spin jumper.
Make sure you check it out, and I'll see you there.
아, 리타이어요? 아, 그러면 포인트 좀 들어오나? 아, 그럼 아까 그거 경기 다 했어야 했다. 에헤이, 괜히 강종했네. 괜한 강제 종료를. 아, 다시 해야 돼 이거. 저 벤치에 앉혀주면 안 돼요. 감독님, 저 벤치에 앉혀주세요.
Downtown Toronto. Looking at Toronto. Clippers making a change here. Redick is checked in. Raptors with the lead.
아이씨 다시 뛰어야 돼. 아 이럴 수가 없어.
Clippers as being an updated version of Showtime. How to grind out and get a win too.
Yeah, I thought they were a little better.
은퇴도 주느냐 안 주느냐는 불확실하다고? 조금이라도 주지 않을까? 그러니까 쥐꼬리라도 주는 게 어디야?
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. CP3 at point with Redick there, the backcourt. And it's Barnes in the small forward position.
And with the Clippers, I think a big part of how they can grind out a win if need be is that they know how to get to the free throw line.
And the Monsters subbed in for the Raptors. And a bit of good news for this young man. He was offered.
와 방금 패스 속도 개 빨랐다.
I know I will, Kevin. That was.
아 파울 6개 채우고 퇴장이요? 그럴까?
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Feeds it to Williams. Back to DeRozan.